to Outer Wilds. We are going for loop. Oh, it must be 34 at this point. I'm looking at that logo with curiosity again. It must not be like a tied to your progress. It must just be tied to how long you've spent sitting on the menu here. So you can tell how long I've spent procrastinating before I welcome you by how far apart the Wilds bit of the Outer Wilds logo has brittle hollowed itself into several pieces. It's sort of an interesting logo, but I don't think it's actually tied to my progress like I was speculating last time. Anyway, not important at all. Hi, how are you? Let's check in on that little universe, Last time we were trying to learn more about Ash Twin, and we somewhat succeeded. We were able to figure out what all the towers are and the purpose for them, at least somewhat. And now we just have to figure out how to get in some of them, like the supposed Sun Station tower. That may be where we race right back off to here. Slate, good to see you as always. Suit up. Very important. All right. So we probably have some time. Like a couple of minutes before the first tower even is visible on Ash Twin is what I'm thinking. But I'm not sure how many minutes exactly. Try to find the Sun Station tower peeking out of the sand first, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to try not to get hit by Ember Twin as it circles around. But whatever happens, happens. There's no real avoiding it. See, I don't think I want those. Those are like the core... I don't know what they are exactly. It looks like a power device that kind of keeps the ash together. But it's not one of the towers, I don't believe. This little structure that's already peaking. So I'm waiting to see if those pops up. And I guess they would kind of be along the equator, right? Where the column is being generated. I really wish I had a timer somehow. That's something I should start keeping better track of. Okay, something's starting to peek out of the sand. I think it's just the solar panels for that thing. There. That is the Sun Station, I think. So we'll wait for it to appear just a little more, but now we know we're in the right spot. I probably want to leave my ship offset of the equator, if I even want to leave my ship, as I don't know when I'm going to be able to get oxygen again. Let's just stay in here for now and we'll take a look at it. Hello, Giants Deep. And hello to you all. in the chat there, waving and chatting. How lovely. I hope everyone's having an alright weekend so far. I'd hope for good, but let's go for alright. Let's not jinx it. So I know that there's like a balcony thing back here that will probably be revealed, but that was like full of cactuses, wasn't it? Let me set this off here again. And double check we're suited. And cactuses. I should be watching where the column is more carefully. Okay, yeah, so the front door's broken, back door did have a balcony, I believe. Here comes that Ember Twin, we're in trouble. Okay, no balcony yet. Maybe soon. Let's hope I'm far enough away, as is my ship. But just in case, I'll get in the ship. Okay, I think that should be fine. We should be far enough away, and it should be low enough to see the balcony after this passes. That is really perfect position, I think. He says as it gets closer and closer. A perfect position. Alright, let's see if we can get to that balcony. There must be a way I'm, like, not seeing. Or I'm not thinking of this correctly somehow. I guess if you just go in real quick while the sand is going down, you don't get hit. Aha! That must be it. I accidentally stumbled on it once again. It's like the reverse of getting through Ember Twin. So, what am I waiting for in order to step on this? I'm guessing it has to be pointed at something. We have a black hole warp core in there, so we must be going to a destination. Black to white. There's Giant's Deep. There's the sun. Do I want to go at the sun? We are in the sun station tower. Huh. But that... maybe I missed it, but that didn't seem to do it. I hope I didn't miss it. We'll try it again next time, if so. There must be a reason they give you this skylight. So I'm assuming we will see a visual cue. I'm also, like, off aiming. Maybe I should just stay and stand in the middle. Let's try that. Alright, there's Sun Station again. Huh? Uh-huh? No? Okay. Whoa, something happened. Okay. That looks like a gravity wall. And again. $281,042 years ago. No user commands received for 10 minutes. All systems entering sleep. That's sad. That makes me sad. And it also, I guess, wildly extends my timeline. I've been thinking that maybe several hundred years passed since the interloper exploded and wiped out the Nomai. I guess that's not enough years. It's almost 300,000. When they received their last, user interface. Someone last clicked the mouse. 7 minutes 34 seconds ago, increased solar activity detected. Sun station hull integrity approaching critical levels. Closing emergency doors. Okay, so 7 minutes ago, it got bad at the sun station. Starting to lose integrity. Huh. Yeah, that looks bad. That looks bad at the sun station. Okay, I guess I want to get across to there? To there. I see it now. All lit up. Any other logs? Nope. Alright. Let's try this. At just the right moment. I'm sure just that right moment will come to me anytime now. There we are. And some gravity. Oh, sweet, sweet Nomai. Okay, what's down here? Start at this wall. Mission. Science compels us to explode the sun. Does it, Pi? Can't we change this? I don't enjoy working in view of such a morbid mission statement. But it's accurate. We are going to create a supernova for the purpose of scientific progress. That is our mission. Our mission is to decide if such an irresponsible feat is even possible. Here's a better one. Mission: determine if it's possible to prompt the sun to explode. You lack a sense of humor. At least I don't lack a sense of ethics. Kindly refrain from going supernova on me before the sun does, Idea. So sorry, 1 second here. I'm just going to, just going to take that sound down by 1. So sorry. Music is getting a little exuberant. So I'm really curious what's down here. Ah, we have another statue that seems intact, but it's not synced to anyone. Who is that for? Okay, Sun Station, Eye of the Universe. Balanced, seemingly, on the scales. We have a projection center. Star has reached end of natural life cycle, now approaching red giant stage. Warning, evacuate Sun Station. Approximate time until Sun Station is destroyed by expanding star, 1 minute 43 seconds. Approximate time until star's death, 13 minutes. Okay, so does that mean I literally have 1 minute here left? Where is the projection stone? I'm sorry, sir. Madam? Pardon me? Alright, what happened? Did the Sun Station not fire? It fired, Yarrow, but it failed. The sun barely responded. There were infinitesimally small surface-level changes, but they were barely visible, even to the third eye. The Sun Station is useless. It will never and could never cause the sun to explode. Interesting. I don't know what comes next, my friends. I suppose we must start over, but I'm unsure how to. Return to Ash Twin first, my friend. Perhaps a change of task will help. Spire noticed a comet approaching this star system that we'd like to investigate. That's not the change of task you need, Spire. Pi, I hurt for you, my friends. We all know how hard you have both worked. I can only offer my compassion. How are you? How is Idea? We're well, Yarrow, or as well as we can be expected, or as well as can be expected given the circumstances. Though disappointed. I may have disagreed with exploding the sun, but I never wished the device would fail. I'd hoped our terrible work was finished. We've likely already gotten a peek in here, but let's go for it regardless. Yep. We've gotten a peek in there. I'm still not sure what or where it is. It seems like an entirely different reality from here. We're like inside a black hole. Alright, not seeing anything else in this room. Let's go back upstairs. But good to know that there is a projection stone reader down there if we find another one. Just keeping it in mind. Just going to take this out ahead of time. We have already read it. Just in case we run out of time with the universe. Let's go up here. Wow. Beautiful observation deck. Another statue, interesting. But no scrolls, no info. Alright. Oh! Ah, yep, I had a minute. So Sun Station does get destroyed. That is very interesting to know. I can't imagine I found everything on it, but let's check the ship log here. Check to make sure too. Let me, while I'm on the bridge here, check to make sure that it's set to pause. I forget where I saw that. Freeze time while reading the ship log. Yes, I don't want to waste a lot of time while we're looking in there, but that setting is enabled, so we should be just fine. Suit up to read the logs. Very important. Alright, so we've now been to Sun Station. We found the vessel. We have not been to the rumored Ash Twin project. The central chamber inside Ash Twin, physically sealed off. Okay, so there is no way to get in there unless you warp, I'm assuming. Nomai plan to construct technology capable of producing a 22-minute negative time interval on Ash Twin. Every memory recorded by a Nomai statue is transmitted to a corresponding storage unit within Ash Twin. Yes, yes. So I think that's the other set of towers. The Sun Station was the first tower on Ash Twin that we wanted to check. And then there's like those double towers, which I think stand in for Ash and Ember Twin. We have to go there to see if maybe that allows us to warp inside the quantum shell. Why is it saying I have more to explore at the Quantum Moon Locator? Is that the one on Addle Rock, or is that the one... I forget where the other one they built is. Ember Twin? I'm losing my mind. It's clear to say. We'll find it, though, if there is something more to find. And it is saying there's more to find in the Hanging City, there's more to find in the vessel. I'm wondering why this doesn't say there's more to find, but it's still a question mark. Like, if I have truly been there, I would think I would have a picture like the vessel. So I might need to go back to that. I think Black Hole Forge is inside... Timber Hearth, right? Like inside the waterfall? So maybe there's a Timber Hearth tower that takes you... Yeah, that Glacier Tower should take you there. So there's the Sun Station, there's a Giant's Deep Tornado Tower, there's the Ash and Ember Twin. I forget the last one. I thought there was one more tower. I'm not remembering. Oh, this is fancy. I've never seen this mode. Okay. This gives it a nice progression path, actually. Alright. Going back to rumor mode. Let's jump back to Ash Twin. We'll see if we can let it go down again. The old sand levels. And maybe we can jump into the Ash and Ember Towers. Or head back to that Black Hole Forge. See what's going on there. Nice little grouping. Ash, Ember, Quantum Moon. Timberhearth. Hello again. Are you still aligning my flight trajectory? Wouldn't be a proper Outer Wilds session without a desperate, panicked near impact on Timberhearth immediately after takeoff. We made it, guys. Congratulations. Alright, so we'll wait for the transfer process to begin. And then we'll know where the equator is properly. Though it's very likely it's just following the canyon. Stay far enough out that we can see the shape of the towers. Always nice to see Chert's little ship. And always nice to see Chert. Though that probably is a little weird. It's like, huh, is that new Hearthian just hovering around his ship, spying on me with his signal scope? I can clearly see him. He's only like 20 feet away. That's weird. Should be popping up any time now. Something peeking out of the sand. There's our sun tower. So that will show us where in a line the rest of the towers are. Looks like another one's peeking out here. That might be the twins. Let's set it down nearby. We can watch. I think twins were next sequentially in that picture we saw. Gotta make sure I don't get swept up by the column here before I can get under some part of it to keep me locked to the ground. There is, however, a scroll there. I wonder if if I should just go ahead and grab it before that gets to be hard to reach. That goes up, so it's not going to help me now. Here comes the column. Get back in the old ship. And we'll check it. Oh, I hope I'm far enough away. Such a beautiful game. My goodness. These little moments. Alright, let's get out there. Got some cacti. Isn't that nice? Alright, so that one looks like a teleporter, but it's broken. Now I can go up here. This one looks like a teleporter and it's not broken. Okay, no real purpose to that. I should be able to hide under here now, I'm thinking, though. So I don't have to not be here anymore. I should be able to stay in the structure. And I just need to find a way to get down. Deeper into the unbroken teleporter, I'm guessing. Maybe you have to go through the broken one. Or maybe I just need to be more patient. Just to mention it, while I really appreciate suggestions from everyone, especially as we get towards the end here, really want to avoid even the subtlest of spoilers. Just to mention it once, though no one is in any trouble whatsoever, I really appreciate everyone's help and suggestions in getting this far, but definitely want to make sure the game unfolds appropriately here. When is there going to be a scroll wall, is my question. Ah, there's one. Aha! Okay, I'm probably also standing on the unbroken teleporter. I'll watch out for that. Friends visiting from the Hanging City, we are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on Ember Twin's equator. I became lost on Ember Twin, my gratitude that Raimi found me, but the High Energy Lab is the building with the large solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Kanoi would lose his own head if it weren't anatomically impossible. Alright, let me take that one out. We have read it. Okay. So I need to go into the core of Ember Twin. Do I just go when it's right above us, then? When there's sand? When there's sand, take my hand. Whoa, where am I? Okay. That put me somewhere. Yeah, just onto Ember Twin. Interesting. I'm not sure why you'd need to jump planets that way to the exterior crust. See the question in the chat there. I do, yes. Not as often as I should, but absolutely. I guess not. Not as quickly as would be appreciated, apparently. But I do. I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm not sure what that gets us. Maybe it's just the wrong teleporter. Maybe that one goes to the crust and the broken one goes inside? I guess we'll have a chance to try it. So as long as I'm under the bridge, I should be fine with our friend here. Our dear friend. I haven't seen another scroll, but a little strange that there's one just out here in such a teleporting hub. So I wonder if I need to teleport one back to read it. However, let's try this. So I'm keeping in mind, intact one seems to take you to the surface of... I keep calling it Brittle Hollow, but it's not. It's Ember Twin. I'm just misspeaking. So the broken one, let's see where this goes. 3 minutes of oxygen remaining. That's good. Maybe I could go suck a cactus real quick. Do cacti photosynthesize? I assume so. Oh, I went too early. That was way too early, see? I've learned. Yikes. Alright, I'm going to try to jump in my ship momentarily. Restore my oxygen and fuel. That was, interesting. So I'm sure I'm now running really low on time. But I think I get it now. Stay under the bridge until the last possible second. Hello, Quantum Moon. Alright, so sorry for all the missed opportunities here. Hopefully we'll catch it on this one. And I'm guessing I just need to let it get fully centered. Ah, home. Well, the Quantum Moon is over there. It's just following me around. I'm expecting to start hearing that music really any time now, which is just a crying shame since I think I'm almost there. There goes the interloper, headed on its collision course with the sun. Alright. I'll figure this out. When it is directly above us. No. I can't seem to touch it. Just a graze. Weird, so maybe I should like be closer in? Like under this little lip instead? Not sure if it's a matter of aim or a matter of timing. Probably both. But now I'm not even sure if we have another cycle before the end of the universe. What a shame. So I'm not sure if there's anything else nearby we can learn before this gets back to us. That way to Sun Station. What is the next one in the line? Looks like Timber Hearth. Can at least grab some oxygen. So that's nice to know. If we get into a oxygen-free situation. Just another quick reminder about those spoilers. So sorry. A little hard to look at the chat now. So I'm gonna try going in here. See if this gets me any extra time. There we go. Aha! Finally! This is beautiful, wow! I am awestruck. In actuality, paralyzed with awe. Okay, I have very little time. What can we learn? 15 minutes, 42 seconds ago, received data from previous cycles. Okay, so I must be at 15 minutes. I have a couple of minutes left. Masks receiving data from probe tracking module, Giant's Deep and Timber Hearth. That's Gabbro and me. 7 minutes until end of cycle transmission. Got it. Okay, so one of these must be Gabbro, one of them must be me, and I don't know what the third one is. It could be Quantum Solanum, I'm not sure. We may not know yet. Today we finished the excavation of Ash Twin. Here in this space we carved, we will craft our most ambitious project yet. The Ash Twin Project. Powerful enough to send information back in time. We've also finished relocating all subterranean plants we met while digging. Thank you. We'll need to keep our eyes on how significantly we've altered the environment here. How far we've come since our experiments at the High Energy Lab. I still can hardly believe Ramey's hypothesis was true. Poke just sent the warp core for the final tower to us from the Black Hole Forge. Now Ash Twin can be connected with Giant's Deep, where Cassava is working with Avens to craft the orbital probe cannon, and where Phlox is sculpting the memory statues. Perfect. Hypothesis: it was not by accident the core of our warp tower was the last to be forged. The cores could have been forged faster if Cassava had interrupted my work less frequently to ask for updates. The important point is we're all connected through Ash Twin now, and also that I'm no longer needed for mediating your disagreements. Our friends on Giant's Deep tested the orbital probe cannon today. Mallow tells me the cannon is doing well and that Avens advocates for more launch power. If anyone can coax the maximum power from a device, Avens can. But then, if anyone can goad a device into exploding, that, too, is likely Avens. Perhaps I should check in with the orbital probe cannon crew in the interest of safety. Would it help to remind Avens that Mallow, his love, will be one of the Nomai aboard the cannon? Or is Mallow part of the problem? I love that they never lose their personality, even as they're, explaining everything. Phlox and Daz finished the memory statues today, and they are truly remarkable. When the Ash Twin project succeeds, or in the event that it fails, the memory statues will activate, allowing us to gather more data before we shut down the project. Alright, keep going. Pi and Idea have worked hard on the Sun Station, and it at last is complete. If everything goes as planned, this structure will prompt the Sun's explosion, which will in turn supply the power to Ash Twin Project, or the Ash Twin Project requires. I'm impressed by their mental fortitude. This was the project's most difficult task in more ways than one. We're nearly ready to activate the Ash Twin Project. Here's what will happen. First, the Sun Station will receive the order to fire at the Sun, prompting it to explode, right? Using the energy from the resulting supernova, the Ash Twin Project will send the order for the orbital probe cannon to fire back in time by 22 minutes. Exactly 22 minutes after these orders are received, the Sun Station will again trigger the supernova to send the probe data from this cannon launch back in time. Okay, so it's supposed to happen twice. In total, each cycle created by the Ash Twin Project will last precisely 22 minutes. We can end this cycle at will. These words are difficult to write. Here's the other shoe. The sun station did not work. Suppose we redesign the sun station to generate power of that magnitude. A supernova is still our only viable option. I believe we can still find a way to create a supernova, my friend. Don't lose hope. This is easier expressed than accomplished. You can wait for the sun to explode on its natural timeline if you prefer, Idea, but you'll need to find some way to halt our aging process. That is a joke, but is exactly what happened. 281,000 years have passed, and the sun is at the end of its natural timeline. Even though their idea didn't work, now it will, 300,000 years later. However, this is the closest we have ever been. The Ash Twin project is theoretically sound. We were only unable to power it. Perhaps there is another way. We are halting our research into creating a supernova for this moment. A comet has newly arrived in this solar system, and we are anxious to explore it. You're breaking my heart, Wall. It's been a very long time since we last explored somewhere new, so we're excited to welcome this comet. Imagine what knowledge might be gained there. Alright, I'm quickly gonna run back here and see if we have a timer. 5 minutes till end of cycle transmission. What else do we have? Okay, couple of projection stones, timber hearth. My gratitude for the latest shipment, Ono. This ore should be the last we'll need for the Ash Twin project. This is exciting news. Can I offer an extra set of eyes for this final check, specifically mine? If my work here is complete, I'd be delighted to help. Once we've finished the shell that seals off the central chamber, we'll check to ensure there are no longer any physical entrances. Raimi and I will be checking the interior and then the exterior for cracks, our final safety check. We'd be grateful if you would. The more eyes the better, as the smallest flaw or opening in the shell that protects the Ash Twin project could lead to disaster. Alright, brittle hollow as well. I have good news, Yarrow. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed in the central chamber of Ash Twin. That must be that. I'm intrigued, love. Everyone here working on the Ash Twin project is excited to see it. Pi is beside herself with joy. Let me see what that question was. The advanced warp core is ready to be installed. No, it isn't. Is everything well at the forge? The core's durability could still be improved. I need more time. Ignore her, Yarrow. The core is finished. And if my sister tells you otherwise, then she will be finished as well. Oh, don't worry, love. Poke is only nervous. The core is extraordinary, and her design work is beautifully clever. Okay, there's one more here. Giant's Deep. It's all coming together. I've installed the masks inside the Ash Twin project, Phlox. They look beautiful, although I do feel as though I'm being observed. It's comforting to know the statues will not pair until the project succeeds. Otherwise, I imagine the experience would be hard to endure. It's been cool. I've enjoyed it. Ideally, they'll only need to activate once the project succeeds, as a safety measure. However, the statues will also activate in the event of equipment failure. They will? Why is that? If anything goes wrong with the Ash Twin project, the statues and their masks will make us aware of the situation and enable us to fix it. Otherwise, it would be possible for us to remain permanently unaware of the problem. I hadn't thought of that. What a profoundly horrific fate that would be. Okay, what else? I don't know what that sound is. I'm hearing a lot of, like, whooshing power. What is this? Artificial gravity control. Okay. And this. Ooh. Alright. We're about to access the core while the Ash Twin Project is active. Removing the core will disable the Ash Twin Project. I have to be very careful about that because I believe that is what's powering the entire 22-minute cycle. Okay. Gravity. Off. There, it's ticking on down. Now it's at 0. So if I take this out, the cycle will stop. I only have like 2-3 minutes left, so I don't want to mess with it at all this time through. However, we have seen it. We know how to get here, and this, I believe, is what will replace the vessel's broken warp core that we saw. So we know where the vessel is, we know where the warp core is, and we have the coordinates for the Eye of the Universe. As far as I know, those might be the only things we need. To take this, get to the vessel, enter the coordinates, and see where it takes us. However, I do have a lot of stuff on my ship log left to discover, so it may be worth taking the next cycle or two here to do a little cleanup before we return. However, this is absolutely amazing. Really, really cool to be able to see this. And I guess I can take all these projection stones back here, too, though I'm not really sure if they'd show us anything different than what we've already seen. Like, you know, the Giant's Deep statue room. We've already seen that, but let's give it a check. Yeah, so shouldn't really be much need to bring those in. This was a wonderful loop. Thank you for your patience in coming with me on this journey. Absolutely amazing to actually see the advanced warp core. I suppose I can get out of the shell to see the end of the universe, but I'm also curious if it happens in here, what that looks like exactly. But with the statues and the project itself right before our eyes, so let's just stick around. Alright, supernova is approaching. That activates it. Oh, and there go the memories. So the memories are going through the black hole 22 minutes into the past. That is so cool. I just cannot think of an experience I have ever had in my life that matches this. In a very true sense. I am wildly impressed with this game. All right. Now let's check the ship log again here. What am I still missing? Yes, we have seen it now. All right. There's more to explore at the construction yard, eh? Okay. No, I'll trust you. So the main thing I'm missing, for whatever reason, is this Black Hole Forge. I'm assuming I would get there by going through the Geyser Tower, the Timber Hearth Tower on Ash Twin. But I'm not entirely sure. There's also more to find at the Hanging City in Brittle Hollow, it keeps telling me. I'm not sure if that just relates to, like, log entries, a bit of text we're missing. So... that is really the only lead I have at that Black Hole Forge. Let's get back to Ash Twin. We'll see if we can find that tower. It's always such a shame to waste those, like, 4 minutes just waiting for the sand to go down. I wish there was another thing to check. While the sand is going down, let me see if I can get back to that. The Timber Hearth side of the Black Hole Forge, at the very least. It's at the largest geyser. Donk. Alright. Mining Site 2B. Maybe I'm getting confused. I thought this was connected to the Black Hole Forge, but it must just be where they sent the material for the Black Hole Forge is where I'm getting it crisscrossed. So it might not be this Timber Hearth teleporter. It might be the Brittle Hollow teleporter on Ash Twin I'm looking for, is what I'm thinking. I'm just gonna get down into the thing here instead of going the long way. Let me refresh my memory on what this is. Can't let that pun go by. If they're sealing off all entrances, I hope they've planned accordingly. Oh. Ash Twin. And that's it. Okay. Definitely read that one. Let me see where this... I think this might be the first time we ever saw that Twin Project core room. Yeah, this was the first time we ever saw that, and it's like, what? What am I looking at? Hey, and what am I looking at? Okay. There's something else that happened. And we have to go back. We have to go back now. Because that wasn't there before. I'm fairly confident. Let me see if my ship is still out here. Okay, so I need to find out where the Black Hole Forge is. I'm definitely misremembering it. I'm thinking it's through Ash Twin, either to the Brittle Hollow teleporter, or maybe this one, but it's seeming unlikely. However, we have a much more important issue. Let's find the sun. got a little bit of sand down. That's good. I'm gonna try to find that second tower structure again. There's the sun, so it should have just passed it, basically. Should be seeing it somewhere ahead of us. Unless I'm on the wrong side. Let's check that way. Yep, there's the bridge. I'm on the wrong side. Okay, so hopefully I can do this a little quicker this time, as I think we are in some danger. Though I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm looking at yet, but I think we're in some danger. Alright, so I'm just waiting for the sand to go out of that one. Probably should have checked if there are cactuses under this sand before I'm just waiting for it to descend. But it'll be fine. Alright. Just have to wait. Starting to see doors. And this seemed to work well last time, though it was also just me waiting an extra second or two. It seemed. Oh, this is exciting. And also terrifying. Alright. So what were we just seeing through this projection stone? Because there was not a person in here. However, at the last second, out of curiosity, I was trying not to, and then I couldn't help myself. I went into the black hole when the warp core opened. The memories were going through it. I don't think I was supposed to, because I think I came out here again. Talk to self. Whoa. Are you me? I think so. I started this current loop by popping out of a white hole inside the Ash Twin project. I started at the campfire. Well, that makes sense, seeing how jumping into the black hole is definitely what created two of us. What do you think happens if you don't jump into the black hole again at the end of this loop? I think that would deprive you of your cause, and cause a big problem. If I don't, then where did you come from? Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, I feel as real as ever, so I don't think I'm a figment of your imagination or anything like that. But that's just what a figment of my imagination would say. I'm no expert, but you seem pretty real to me. Thanks. You seem real to me too, so I guess there's just two of us now. Yep. Well, this is the greatest day of my life. No, this got weird. This got weird in a hurry. Duplicating living beings probably wasn't what the Nomai had in mind when they built the Ash Twin project. I wonder if there being two of us screws anything up. Well, we're talking to each other, nothing's exploded yet. Maybe the universe doesn't mind two of us? Hopefully not. Besides, an extra version of us is definitely better than if we'd created an extra anglerfish or something. That's setting the bar pretty low. Okay, what happened? Do you think we have the same memories? I love how you can just scream. That's one of the options. You can just scream about it. Well, this is the greatest day of my life. What about the day what about that? The day we got stuck in there with the chocolate fondue fountain? I know exactly what you're talking about. Are you talking about the day What? No. No, I'm talking about the other one. Oh yeah, that makes way more sense. Yep, now you've got it. That was an incredible day. But today is probably the next greatest day of our life after that one. Wait, can you read my mind? No, I just have the same memories as you, well, except for this loop. I started this loop by popping out of a white hole inside the Ash Twin project, since in the loop before this one, I jumped into the black hole. What do you think happens if you don't jump into the black hole again at the end of this loop? Guess we'll find out is rather threatening. Truly, we are the Feldspar of weird time stuff. Ah, that makes me so happy. Oh, geez, Feldspar would just use the time loop to try increasingly outlandish stunts, wouldn't they? Might be a good thing they aren't aware of it. As if that whole mess with the cactus to get into Sun Station wasn't exactly that. Alright, so, I'm trying to think this through here. He exists because I went through the black hole at the end. I'm guessing if I go back through, there'll just be another one of him in the next cycle, right? And if I don't go back through, he won't exist. So it's almost like, do I now need to come here and jump through the black hole at the end of every cycle, or else he dies, or does it not matter? Do I not care if I die? These are my questions. Because no matter what, the time thing is still in play. That's what's weird about this, is like he is in the same room as the core, which you can take out, which would stop the cycle, I think. So it's like, what happens if you don't go through the black hole, but stop the cycle? Does the game just end because you're not in the cycle anymore and now there's no way to win? If you take it out and do go through the black hole, I don't know what happens either. We're in very weird territory now. So I'm kind of assuming if I do nothing, if I leave the warp core in there, he'll die. He won't be in the next session, but it will be like he never existed in the first place. I'll just have memories 22 minutes in the past of talking to myself. But there won't actually be a second version of me, is what I'm thinking. But if I do take that out, we're in, like, shattering the universe territory. And I've wasted so much time here. It's amazing that we got down here so quickly, but I don't know that it's going to be helpful, this loop. Regrettably. I'm at a bit of a loss. As I often am when I have to confront myself. I'm at a bit of a loss. I guess it's time to scream then. What have we done? Jumping into that black hole was a terrible idea, but I needed to know what would happen. Okay, I'm calm. Ah! Now that is an interesting question. In the chat there, so sorry. If there are not infinite yous, whatever he is doing now, you will do next. And then he will do what you will do 2 steps later? I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it works exactly. It's weird that it's like I seem to be the only one who can make a decision at this point. He has just as much agency as I do to kill me instead, is the problem I'm having. Like, why do I deserve to live? Just because I'm controlling me. Bit of an ethical conundrum. See if I can get us over here without going the long way around. So many cacti. Alright. So we're back out here now. I've wasted a whole bunch of time. My ship is way down there. Oh, it actually landed on some rocks. That's nice. Not as far down as I was worried it would be. So at the moment, my only real option, my best guess, is I'm gonna let the timer run out and see what happens to him. Then we'll know what steps we may have to take in the next loop. If we still see a version of him down there next time, we may be in trouble. But otherwise, it may only be if you take the advanced warp core out of the Ash Twin project that it creates a paradox. I'm not sure. So I'm hoping this will test it. This has the Black Hole Forge symbol all over it, so it really must be this one that I'm looking for. Not sure if I've read this. Here's our first delivery, Yarrow. 1 warp core, fresh from the Black Hole Forge. Root is installing this core's sibling in Brittle Hollow as I write this. My gratitude. With this, the Ash Twin project is underway. I confess I'm deeply curious about what you and Poke found on the White Hole Station that started this project. Could I visit sometime to learn more? I recommend you do. The White Hole Station is the model for the towers being built for the Ash Twin project, so a visit to the station would be doubly useful. I wish I could wait here for you to arrive, but the forge and my unfinished work there is calling. I will return with more materials soon. I suppose, more precisely, I would like to visit the White Hole Station with you, Clary. I'd be happy to explain our findings. Yarrow, stop using this scroll wall to flirt with my sister. We've definitely read that before, but lovely to see it again. Alright. So I'm guessing we want to go here. I'm not sure exactly when. Uh-huh. Yep. Alright, Black Hole Forge. Maybe we were in here, but we ran out of time before we got down to this side of things. I know we were in here once, but I forget how quickly it ended afterwards. Be cautious near the boarding area. Sure. Alright, give me just 1 second here. I'll be right back. Alright, so sorry. Got my water. We're ready to go. Okay, so I need to figure out something that I have not seen in here. Before, oh no. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Okay, we're going to Whitehole. It's very easy to de-gravity yourself in that room, apparently. So that's complicated matters. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get back to a ship and figure out what that unexplored bit of Black Hole Forge is. But now that I know that I'm mistaking it for mining site 2B, I believe all of the Black Hole Forge is unexplored bit. Alright, so I gotta get the power on, or the spinning maneuver at least. Okay, so now I'm on the outside of the crust. Not necessarily where I want to be. In fact, at this point, it may genuinely be quicker just to meditate until the next loop. However, hilariously, that is the end of the universe. Music, so why? Why cut off the final minute when we could spend time marshmallowing together? So that is interesting. There's something in that interior section that you have to go to Ash Twin, go to the interior gravity-lined Black Hole Forge area, and there's something in there that I have not seen. My ship log is telling me I have not seen the forge. So I just need to get back there and figure it out without falling into the black hole so foolishly. I know exactly how I want to spend the end of the universe. Mwah. That didn't sound good. Yep. So because I didn't go in the black hole, I've destroyed the fabric of space-time. There is no cause for his effect of showing up in the white hole. Because he showed up 22 minutes prior to me, effectively. So I had to go in the black hole in order for him to appear 22 minutes before I did so. There's that kazoo. It's the first time I'm hearing it. Oh, goodness. I love it. Okay, I really hope it takes me back to, like, the loop just before that, before I made this horrible, horrible mistake. So that's one way to end it all. Oh, thank you. It did save my progress. I'm absolutely hoping that's the case.
You're so obnoxious. It's great.
I wonder what that little... Sounds like they said something at the very end, but I didn't quite catch it. Okay, load previous save. This must be before I made that horrible mistake, the loop that I went in. Let's see if that's the case. Thank you for destroying the fabric of space-time with me. I am so sorry, I did not mean to do that. I just got too curious at the last second. That's what I get for messing with forces beyond my control. And understanding. That's a very gentle wake-up sound for what just happened, but yeah. Technically, nothing happened at all. What are you talking about? What? There was a second version of me? I have no idea what that would even mean. How is that possible? Okay. Let's see if we lost anything here. I sure don't think so. So I'm guessing there will now not be a version of me standing in Ash Twin, and whatever choices we make this loop should not end in such disaster. I'm tempted to jump back into the geyser just to double check with the projection stone that there is not a guy in there, but I'm sure there isn't. Otherwise, there wouldn't be any purpose to loading this save. If they were going to trap you in that sort of time loop, where you had to jump into the black hole every time, I'm sure they'd make a bigger deal out of it, so... Let's just try to get back to that black hole forge that we were on the path of. And we'll go from there. At the very least, I got to give Ryback a little peck on the cheek, just as the universe was ending. And he'll never know about it. It really did not happen at all. It didn't just loop. We fully went back to a previous save. So I got a little cheeky kiss in. Oh, Ryback. He'll never know how I feel about him and his banjo. Oh. Plucking at my strings. I mean, at the banjo's strings. So I think I'm looking for the fourth tower at this point. Seems like the sun tower is always the first to appear, and then they go in a little slope downward downward from there. I tripped over my mustache, which I also just shaved off yesterday, so I can't use that excuse anymore, but still. I'm trying to keep it in my mind here, too. I think this is step one. You would need to always come here first, and it relies on how low the sand is, so it's like on a timer. That you need to spend a couple minutes doing something, then come here to grab the core. then I believe you would go to Dark Bramble and try to find the vessel, put the core in it, then put in the coordinates for the eye. So it's like, this is the start, whatever our final loop will be when we deactivate the project and try to get it out to the vessel. This will be our step one, I believe, is just waiting for the sand to fall. But the fact that it does make you wait so long, like there's so many minutes of just waiting for the sand to lower before you can even remotely get close to it, it makes me think, like, hey, use that time for another step. Otherwise, what would be the purpose? Oh yes, hello, Kyle. You're just in time? You're just in time to have missed my quantum suicide. That was rather dramatic. What a diva I'm being this morning. Alright, so that'll get me back into Ash Twin. We want to try to find the Black Hole Forge. Lower down the list. In that case, you're just in time for nothing. Nothing at all. No. No spoilers here. Starting to pick up pace just a little. Just gonna donk my way down for a second. Save my index finger some strength for later. At the moment I'm trying to just get back to the Black Hole Forge is one of our last question mark items in the ship log, so I must have not been there. I was earlier mistaking it for a mining site. That mining site 2B on Timberhearth. So I'm just trying to head back to Black Hole Forge, but I don't know how to get there. I'm poking around, if that answers the question. Guessing these should be peeking up any time now. I get another peek at this ship log while we have a second. Because the other question mark I still have is this launch module. I'm not sure if it's still in orbit around Giant's Deep. It may be one of the things that didn't move to a new location. All right. So I'm guessing this is probably the Timberhearth Geyser Tower just peeking up, and we still need one more beyond it. But it is in Timberhearth, isn't it? Like, it is the Geyser Tower we went through. So I'm just very confused. I'm gonna have to see what the fourth tower is in order to refresh my memory. But it's just taking its sweet time. It didn't feel like it was this one. It felt like we went right through this one. And then when we arrived, we saw the sign that said Black Hole Forge to the left. And then nothing else. I dropped off the gravity panel, and we all cried. Mostly me. But then is this one like Giants Deep? Is it the tornado formation? Because it definitely wouldn't be there. So if that's the tornado, then it's almost certainly Timber Hearth I'm looking for. Goodness, the sand. Let's check in here. Hoping I have enough time to. Maybe not. It's gonna be close. There you go. Alright, I think it must be here. But I'm having such a hard time remembering what we just did 5 minutes ago. Same old problem. Okay. Well, that didn't do anything at all. But jangled me around a bit. Till this one reveals itself, see if it is indeed the tornado. It doesn't necessarily seem to be, so this could be the one we went in last time. Yeah, this did take us to the Black Hole Forge. Okay, so sorry. I'm back on the right track now, so it is the fourth one. Don't get distracted. And I just want to find that sign again and try not to fall off the gravity panels. We have one goal in mind. And I will be right back. 1 second. Okay. So this sign over here. No! Ah, I did it again. Darn it. That's just gonna keep happening, I guess. Yikes. So I know exactly what we want to look for. Thank you. Yes, don't jump. That is the key. know exactly what I want to look for there, but I am running out of time, sadly. I was hoping I could do it during that session. Now it's not going to happen since I'm at Whitehall Station. What a shame. So sorry. Next loop, we'll run right back there. We'll wait for the sand. Maybe we can find something else to, take up those early minutes. But we're getting close. I just want to make sure I don't leave any question marks unexplored there, but we only have the 2 left. So I will be back. I'm going to go ahead and just end this loop. No harm, no foul. We'll start again at the front of it. And I'll try not to count it. Ah, can I show you my ship log? Let me see. It's on Ash Twin. I can get back to Brittle Hollow from here. Actually, I can just meditate and then show you my ship log. Yeah, there we go. That'll be easier. So we will count this as a loop. Never mind. That will be my loop of failure. And now we'll be in this one. And absolutely, I would be happy to show you. Oh, hey, Slate, I'm back early because I made a lot of really silly decisions about jumping while I was on a gravity plate. How are you? How's your day? Good? Good. All right. Rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. We got rumor mode here. So we've done most everything on the Quantum Moon. It's saying there's something left at the Quantum Moon locator. A log I missed or something. We have a question mark on the Black Hole Forge. And a question mark on the launch module. Otherwise, everything at Giant's Deep, say, except for something at the construction yard, is done. We got the interloper stuff. So yeah, something at the Quantum Moon, something at the construction yard, and 2 question marks seem to be what I have left. If I'm even reading this correctly. Oh yes, and these. Something at the vessel Hanging City in Old Settlement. I don't know what it is in Hanging City I haven't found, but I was hoping it would unlock after I find the Black Hole Forge. So I haven't been focusing on that yet. Oh yes, I have indeed been in the ruptured core of the comet and shed myself many a tear over this small section here. This little part right there. Ah. I care so deeply about the Nomai. This has only been a journey of several hours. And yet, there's rarely been a race of people I care about more than the Nomai, fictional or otherwise. There's humanity, the Nomai. That's really the 2. Hearthians, of course. I'm counting them as humanity, though they are better, I'm sure. They have more eyes than we do. Alright, so, those are the things we'll come after. I'm so sorry for jumping. After making you wait 7 minutes for sand to go down, I just jumped like a fool. But we'll go back there next time, and I will be an old man stuck to the ground with my walker and cane, I promise. I will not make any parkour maneuvers. Alright, thank you for your patience and time. Lovely to be out in space with you. Please do go brush up on your kazoo and harmonica skills for the big finale. I think we're getting close. I will be strumming my banjo. That is a euphemism, but it's not anything weird. Don't worry. It's just a secret euphemism. Okay. Ah, now I don't want to leave. I have to leave. I have to go record. But look at all that space out there. Look at all that lovely space. All right. I'm gonna go lock myself in a dark booth for several hours and growl at things. Thank you for your time. Seeing that question, have I chased the probe, meaning the blue probe that fires? I have not. Not yet. That sounds exciting, though. I have chased the little satellite that goes over Timberhearth occasionally. But that's not quite the same. There it is. I was hoping you'd show up, little satellite. Goodbye. All right. Bye for now. Thank you again. I will see you next time up here in space. Or down here on Timberhearth, wherever it happens. Goodbye.